Alright, well hello, Kenyon is back again, and you might be able to see some of my face this time. So now, everything that I'm doing here, non-scripted. I actually don't know exactly what I'm going to say when I get on here, but just trying to show some really quick, easy ways to prepare some great food, really healthy and really fast, and actually it tastes pretty awesome. This is one of my kids' new favorite dishes. It's a vegetarian enchilada, like a little casserole thing. And I am actually, for any of you that know me really well, you know that this is not my style of cooking. I tend to go a little bit more elaborate and, spend a couple hours making something, just put a lot of time and effort into a big dinner. But today we're showing how to just really quickly prepare something that tastes great, super healthy. And this is for a friend of mine, Rachel, up in Herc, and this is for you because we're talking about how she felt that Salad Master was a little bit of work. So we're showing her how you can do something really good, really easy. So what we're going to do first of all is I've already got some cans opened up here and ready to go. I'm just going to throw a few cans of beans in, and this is going to help be the sauce for our enchiladas. And it can be any kind of beans. I happen to get some light kidney beans and some red beans. And then I've got one can of black beans that are drained. Now you can adjust the quantities to this if you don't have the 12-inch EOC that I'm going to be cooking in today. You can adjust the quantities of this to make it fit your size cookware, whatever you happen to have. Now I'm going to use the Rotel Mild. It has some green chilies in it, and I like those because I like them. They're diced up nice and small. And then I'm also going to use just a can of green chilies. And that's all we're going to use for flavor. I was pretty surprised at how much flavor comes out of it just by doing that. I thought we might need some more seasoning or something like that, but you really don't. Now, that's going to be part of our sauce for our enchiladas. What we're going to also do is use our number 2 shredder cone. So just pop that on there, and we're going to throw some zucchini in there. Just like always, these vegetables have been rinsed and prepared, just not peeled. We want those peels in there because there's some really good stuff in the peels. So we're just going to throw that in there. Also going to throw a carrot in there. And I thought it was kind of weird doing this for an enchilada dish, but the flavor of the vegetables is pretty masked in here. And again, it's just another way to show how you can very quickly and easily throw some great tasting vegetables in with your food to help get that all ready. So I'm also going to throw some onion in there. But I want to show you how to prepare it. I was going to have this already prepared, but I was just going to show you that normally what we'll do is we'll just cut the ends off and then just quarter it. And that's all you got to do. And so with that quarter of onion there, we're going to just put it on there right there, skin and all. And just go right down to the skin. And that way it just saves a little bit more time. Like I said, if you want to cook some great healthy food fast, Salad Master is really the best way to go. I love this cookware. It's kind of like I bought it because the cookware was cool, and it just happened to have some really great health benefits as well. So there's our sauce. I'm actually going to grab a spoon real quick because I forgot that. We're going to mix that up and start building that enchilada for you. So this is our sauce. Again, we're just going to mix that up a little bit. I'm using a cool Salad Master spoon that I got for going to one of our Monday night meetings. If you haven't ever been to a Monday night meeting, you got to come check it out. Alright, we are back and just about ready to start building our enchilada. Like I said, I needed to get just a little bit more cheese. Now this is a pepper jack cheese. You don't have to use pepper jack cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want. Really, any kind of cheese. I could name them, but I'm not, why go into that. So, here's our sauce. Now, the black beans we did drain. Just for one thing, the sauce from the black beans is pretty dark. We don't want to discolor this a lot. And also, there's quite a bit of moisture from everything else. So we don't want it too wet. That's another thing I've learned in making this a couple times is it can get a little soggy, and so I try to limit how much moisture goes into it from the juices from the other beans and stuff. So there's our one layer. Now this is the 12-inch EOC. Like I mentioned, this is a pretty large piece. If you've got something smaller, you can just adjust the quantities or make one batch and do it a couple times. Now one thing I do like about Salad Master, even though this is against my way of normal cooking, it's so easy. You almost can't make any mistakes. We're just going to throw this in there, throw some cheese in there, layer that on there. Yeah, I might need to get more cheese. That might not quite be enough, but we'll get some more for on top. And just going to put some more beans in here. A little bean mixture. Now you can use different vegetables. You can throw yellow squash in there, what we normally use. I just happen to not have yellow squash right now, so I got the zucchini. I wouldn't use a cucumber though, that would be too wet, I think. But the zucchini would be really good. Carrot's really good to throw in there. And you could probably throw even more vegetables, but really you can see those vegetables are mixed in there pretty good, so it's going to be a good healthy dinner. And the thing I like about this is I'll make this one day, and we might have it for lunch or for dinner, and then my kids have leftovers for the rest of the week, or me as well. And I don't know, again, if those of you that know me, I'm not really a big leftover guy, but I really like this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this rest of this cheese here. Remember, as soon as that thing gets small enough, just hop it in the back. It's just going to keep your fingers safe. Now you can throw as much or as little of all this cheese that you want, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and throw it all in there. You know what, maybe I'll do this. I'll go ahead and finish this sauce. Pour a little bit of sauce on top there. Now the recipe that I had actually called for 2 cans of black beans, but it seemed like too much sauce. It made the sauce a little too. Anyway, it really filled up the EOC and made it, I think, just a little too full. So I cut back on 1 can of beans. And that's the great thing, is you can adjust all these recipes just as you play with them. Play with them a little bit, have fun with it. Don't be afraid to experiment. So I'm going to throw a little bit more cheese on top just for fun. Alright. And always remember to clean that lip. You don't want anything that's going to be stopping it from creating the seal, because that seal is going to help everything cook fast, and it's also going to be what keeps all that nutrition in. Now for this dish, all we're going to do is turn it up to 350. There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the clock, and when this thing gets clicking real good, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you how long it took to get clicking. And then we only put a timer on for 15 minutes and this is done. So really, not a lot of prep time, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not even that, 5 minutes. I bet we're not even 3 minutes into the video. So real quick prep time, quick to click, 15 minutes and we're eating lunch. Okay, it's been right at 10 minutes. Again, I apologize if I was turning and talking away from the camera earlier. Hopefully you can turn your volume up loud enough. You can see that's clicking now. So all we've got to do is turn this down to 180 degrees. Set our timer for 15 minutes. And we're going to have a great heart-healthy lunch. Again, I'm usually not a great vegetarian, I'm pretty anti-vegetarian, but this is something you can throw meat in there, like if you have some grilled chicken or some grilled steak, or just kind of whatever you want to do. If you want to spice that up and add a little bit of meat to it. Just don't limit yourself, right? Unlimited cooking with Salad Master. So we'll let that do about 15 minutes and we'll show it to you when it's ready. Alright, we're back and it just got done. So again, we were 5 minutes preparing. It was about 10 minutes to get clicking. Turn it down for 15 minutes. We're half an hour. Better than Rachel Ray, right? We get to eat this great dinner. So here's how it looks. Just a nice, colorful, great, healthy little enchilada dish we're going to have. We're actually going to be having this for lunch today, and then we'll have some for the kids tonight. So this will be dinner for the kids tonight. Looks great. Have some chips and sauce with it. It'd be great. If you have any questions about anything that I'm showing you, or if you want to see something a little different, or have some recipes that you have that are like your favorite recipes, you want to see how we can Salad Masterize it, then just shoot me the recipe and how you want to change, and I'll change it for you, and we'll show you how to make it healthier. Talk to you later.